This is my life, my life.
Y'all know what it is. Welcome back to Off the Stoop podcast.
Welcome.
Absolutely. Your boy V.A. Poe.
Boy Stride.
Absolutely. We got a special guest today also. Two special guests actually. We got my man who came back to the podcast. Go ahead, Poe, tell him what it is.
What's going on? What's going on?
Absolutely.
Man?
And my man Byrd, man. Absolutely, bro. What's
My
going on,
brother.
Mr. Boy?
Corey, the ninth bird.
the ninth.
Bird.
Absolutely. Yeah, bro. This is a special episode for certain, man. I'm glad my man Poe put this episode together, actually. It means a lot to me to have you on here. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
Definitely.
I appreciate you having me.
Definitely, man. To me, you a major figure in the area. I would say a local celebrity. That's how I carry it. You know what I'm saying? You're a local celebrity to me. You're well known. You know what I'm saying, to the community. So it's special to have you on here, bro. We're gonna get into these news briefs real fast. So, as y'all all know, January Randolph and Brian Randolph, I want to send my deepest condolences to the family.
Yes.
It's a tragic situation, you know what I mean? And we got to be more mindful of what goes on out here. It's just, it's sad, you know what I'm saying, when you really think about it. And I feel for the kids. But, you know, yeah, it's tragic, man, when you think about it. I went to school, I went to school with January, so I know her personally. And she always kept it cool, you know what I mean? Always kept it cool, was always real. So, yeah. That's a tragic thing to happen to her and her husband and the
Free
family.
time, everybody say a prayer for their family. Man.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Went to school with Brian too, man.
Absolutely. Loving your loved ones for certain.
Good
It's
dude.
tough, man.
Yeah. Also, Prince William County judge dismisses a lawsuit against Prince William County school employees. It was a lawsuit that was put out for sexual assault, allegedly sexual assault. The woman filed the petition, I guess, in September against former Superintendent Stephen Waltz, Hilton Principal David Cassidy, and Special Education Director Michelle Roper. So that's crazy in itself. Y'all gotta keep your hands to yourself, man, and your comments. Sexual assault is not a game, especially in the workplace. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's an issue. But I hope they get that situated. But let's get into this podcast, man. Corey, bruh. So I brought you on here today, right? I want to talk about the GoGo scene, sir.
I'm the guy.
Absolutely,
I'm your guy,
absolutely,
man.
absolutely. So what? For the people that don't know, right? Let them know who you are and where you came from. You know what I'm saying? What you represent.
So, Corey, the ninth bird.
Mhm.
I say the ninth bird because I got 9 siblings. Well, eight living siblings.
It's a lot of y'all, bro.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm kind of like pushing that ninth bird thing, man.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's a lot of birds out here.
Right.
You know, and over the years, everybody used the name bird, so I'm kind of pushing that ninth thing, putting it in front of it. But born Alexandria,
Okay.
raised Woodbridge. I am this town. I love this place, man.
Right.
And you know, they love me back from what I get. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Grew up, you know, big house, you know, a lot of siblings, as I was saying. And, you know, we got an older brother. Shout out to my older brother, Rasan V.A. Spanky. I give him a lot of credit for where I'm at in this GoGo world, man, because,
Right.
you know, he got a 7-year stretch on him. I don't want to put too much emphasis on his age, but yeah, he, you know, so when I was young, watching him and all his friends practice at, you know, my
Right.
house, you know, I just gravitated towards it, man. You know, growing up, you know, from the age 5 to 10,
Right.
I was on my wrestling thing, man. The
Right.
Super Hulk Hogan fan. Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
And then, you know, watching all these older guys come in and out of the house and play this music, I was like, man, that's interesting right there, man. That looked pretty cool. And then, again, my brother Rasan, he pulled a crate up to the Congos and
Right.
put me behind him and stood in front of him, taught me a beat, and, you know, from there, that's where it all started for me, man.
So you've been around music your whole life,
Man, I've been around.
Go,
Yes.
go, go,
Not
go.
to mention, my father played for a jazz band.
I heard that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
heard that
Matter of
before, yeah.
fact, you know, my brother, who is past his 50s, you
Right.
know, a little over 50.
Right.
When he was born,
Mhm.
52 years ago, my father actually bought a Congo to celebrate. I just had a son, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
we bought a Congo.
Yeah.
That Congo still exists in his
Today.
family, still to this day.
Wow.
It's at my parents' house in Stafford,
Wow.
man. So, yeah, so, you know, before I was even thought about, my
Right.
father played for a jazz band. And if you go back to about 2018, 2019, no, not 2018, 2019, 2020,
Right.
me and my father did a video of me and him playing a Congo. So,
So it's embedded in you. It's
yes,
embedded.
yes, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good thing, bro, for real. So music is definitely part of you.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But, you know, after that, you know, I had some guys from the neighborhood, man, from, you know, running around who kind of gravitated towards GoGo too. So
Right.
by the time 2 years later, after I learned how to play, I was 12 years old, I did my first show. I
Wow.
actually got a picture of it.
Wow.
On my first show, I did a graduation party at 12 years old, man.
Wow.
Yep, formed a band. Some of my brothers who's still alive and still around.
Right.
They we went by Young Creation.
Wow.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So that's where it all started for me, man. And
So
here
what-
it is, 32 years later. I'm still active.
What made you specifically gravitate to congos? Because, you know, I know it's a lot of different, you know, instruments within the
Right,
GoGo
right.
band.
So again, my brother Rasan,
Right.
B.A. Spanky, he played them.
Okay.
He played them, and then my father, like I told you.
Right.
So that's how we even got interested in even hitting the Congo, because I got a brother who played the drums. I got another
Okay.
brother who was on the front line.
Right.
I got a sister who played keyboard, and I got another sister who played congos. So congos was just our thing
Yeah.
before we was even thought about. Like I
Okay.
said, my father, he was playing for a jazz band in the '60s and the '70s.
Right.
So, but yeah, once my brother sent me put the crate behind the congos, because I was too short to stand up. I'm behind them joint.
Right.
I stood on the crate, man, from like 12 to 14, man. I was standing on the crate playing the congos. He put them in front of me, man, and I just learned how to play. I picked it up quick, and then my thing was, my performance from 10 to 12 before I actually performed, my performance was, hey man, my little brother know how to play. Come here, Corey, come get by and say, show everybody you can play.
Yeah.
So that was my little
Yeah.
highlight from the
Yeah.
age of 10 to 12,
Absolutely.
man. So yeah, man, it was just something that, you know, I picked up quick on, and you know, a lot of Congo players, percussionists, we also know how to play drums too.
Right.
And I do know how to play drums, and you know, some people be like, man, you good on the drums, man, you play. I know how to play the drums.
Right.
I'm not a drummer.
Right.
I'm a Congo player.
Master
Right.
Congo.
But I do know how to play the drums. But yeah, so
That's what's up,
you
bro.
know, when you musically inclined, man, you tend to pick up more than one instrument. You know what I mean?
I remember Spink from back in the day. I do remember Spink from back in the day. As a matter of fact, I remember when I first moved out here, it was, I forgot the group name they called themselves, but White Boy Jeff was a part of that
Okay,
group.
okay.
Yeah, so I remember them playing
Yeah.
back in the day over there in Cloverdale. They used to practice a lot.
Okay, yeah. So the
So
name
I'm
of the,
familiar with it.
yeah, the name of the band's when kind of like that White Boy Jeff and my brother era. The first name was Unlimited Groove.
Okay, yeah.
And then they kind of like went their separate ways, and then
Right.
they created Motivation,
Gotcha.
which
Okay.
most of my brothers was in. When it was Unlimited Groove, only my brother Spank was in that band.
Okay.
And then when Motivation was created, two more of my brothers joined the band.
So I take it back.
So yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely took it back. But yeah, definitely.
I remember that back in the
definitely.
day, bro. I do.
Yeah, I didn't even know you knew White
I
Boy
knew-
Jeff,
yeah,
man. Rest in
man,
peace,
yeah.
White Boy Jeff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was the guy. That was probably
Good dude, real
one of the
good dude.
only thorough white boys that was
Yeah,
accepted in the
yeah.
community. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
absolutely, bro. So when you, I know you play the Congo. So is there anybody besides your brother that you look up to when it comes to the Congo playing?
Oh man, I just posted about him last week, man.
Who?
Funky Stuff Wink, man. That's
Okay.
I call him my father, man. I was with him last night. We played together last night.
Right. That's a
My
DC native, right?
DC native Junkyard's Congo.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
okay,
I heard a Junkyard
Junkyard.
tape back in the day, and then I was listening. As I was listening, I was like, man, them beats that he's playing is just phenomenal. And his nickname is the Beat God.
Wow.
Because man, Wink just, oh man, the beats that he played, man, they're easy. Not to discredit him, but
Right.
they're easy to learn, and they just got
They
that
crank.
sound. Oh man,
They crank,
I love
yeah.
that man. They don't even know how much I love him,
Right,
man. But
right.
he is the reason why I love playing congos, man. He was one of the first, and then you know over the years I gravitated towards smoke
Right.
and then hot sauce. If you watch my style of play, I kind of play like hot sauce because
Okay.
I just studied him so much. Because you know, Backyard was one of the bands that I loved watching playing.
Right.
Now, Northeast Groovers is my favorite band as far
Mine
as a
too.
listen.
Yeah.
But when you go watch a band, you want to watch Backyard. They're so unique, man, and they're so talented.
Right.
So when
You've been around a long time,
yeah,
too.
me naturally being a Congo player, I just watched Sauce and how he would be back there having fun, dancing.
Right.
You know, doing, you know, playing with one hand. So you know, that's who I gravitated towards. But Wink is actually my inspiration of
When it comes to
GoGo because I started when I was 10 years old, 44 now. So
That's what's up, bro.
yeah.
So how has your style evolved over the years? How do you feel like it evolved?
Well, you know, for me, you get, the more you play, the better you get. And what a lot of people don't realize is you can sit in your basement and practice and practice and practice,
Right.
but you only gonna get better when you perform it live. Because, you know, you gotta know, you know, crowd participation, you gotta know when to do certain things, when to gel with your band.
Yep.
You know, when you in the basement, you just doing you just
Yeah.
practicing, but
It's different
you
when
know,
got that
playing with a
outlet.
band, you'll just get better.
Right.
So, you know, 93, 94 is when I first started, and then when I really got with a band where we started playing on big shows was like 97, 98
Okay.
when I got with Point Blank Band. So that was my first like real band where I started playing with on big shows.
Right.
So, you know, that's what, you know, I just started getting better from there, listening. I'm a huge student. I'm a huge student
can
of
tell.
GoGo, man.
I can tell. Yeah.
I used to sit in the basement. I used to drive my mother crazy.
Right.
Because I used to sit in the basement, turn on the junkyard tape, Northeast Groovers tape, Backyard tape. You notice I'm saying tape, so we go back.
Way back. Right.
And I just blasted, and I'll play with my set. I'll play with whatever Wink is playing.
Right.
I'll play whatever Smoke is playing. I'll play whatever Sauce is playing, and I just play to it. And then
Mastering your craft.
yeah, you just put your
Just
little
years went
flavor
on,
to it.
yeah.
When you hear him do something, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna try that. And then you just create your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it was just over the years, I just got better.
Progression.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you master the endurance? How do you deal with the? Cause I know when you playing, it's like you're energetic, but I know you gotta get tired of it. You have
So-
to. Your wind,
so
you know what I mean? Like,
I want to kind of fast forward and jump to something, man.
Okay.
So I just did this solo that everybody is kind of like paying attention
and
to.
I seen that too.
Yeah. It's at about 48,000 views.
Okay.
But when I did that solo, that was the first time I actually like got tired, like ran out of gas, because congos is, when you play them, you're supposed to use your wrists. It's supposed to be a lot of wrist work. I mean, of course you're using your arms,
Right.
but it's supposed to be a lot of wrist work. But so over the years, my endurance, my fatigue, it never really was a factor. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, you know what I'm saying, when I just did my solo and I was doing a lot, that first time I actually ran out of gas. But for the most part, like I said, it's wrist work. You know what I mean? And of course you're using your arms, but not that much. You're supposed to be using a lot of your wrist. So, you know, it's not really a thing where you just tired. You get tired from standing. You get tired from working anything you do.
Absolutely.
But as far as me running out of gas, my first experience was when I did that solo just here recently.
Yeah, I seen that. But you like, you know what you're doing for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man, that was a nice little thing for me, man.
And your moment, that was your moment.
Shout out to Tiffany for recording that. Young lady out of Fredericksburg, man, she takes the money at the door at Jay's, because I didn't have nobody recording that.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
she put
She
it up
recorded
on
it.
she put it up on her page, man.
So we would have seen it had it been.
I
on
wouldn't have never seen it.
Wow.
Wouldn't have never seen it if she
Wow.
wouldn't have recorded that, because nobody else had it.
Wow.
One of my band members was doing like a little selfie thing with it, but
Right.
it wasn't the whole thing. She had a perfect view and a good
Caught
sound.
everything.
Yeah,
The whole
man.
thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
not to fast forward too much. I just wanted to bring that
Absolutely,
up to, you know,
yeah.
respond to your
That's what's up, bro.
question. But yeah, as far as endurance, man, it's not really a thing where you run into when you're playing congos,
Right.
because you're supposed to proper way is
It's your wrist anyway.
using wrist.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. So what makes the Congo player a Congo player unique from all other players that you think?
So for me, that's a good question that you asked. As far as go-go.
Right.
So for me, when you listen to any genre of music, you listen to a drum, listen to a drum beat.
Right.
You listen to a keyboard music. You
Right.
listen to a bass player playing. All these genre of music have that. What makes go-go unique is that Congo sound.
Right.
Because if you just take away the Congo sound from go-go, you got a jazz band. You can make a rap song. You can do.
Yeah.
But when you factor in that Congo sound, that's what makes go-go.
And
Like
you can hear it.
everybody thinks that A. Marie song is a go-go song because what?
The
That
Congos.
percussion sound was added.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's
Okay.
what makes the Congo sound so unique in go-go, man, because it's what makes go-go.
It stands out.
It stands
Yeah, it
out.
stands out.
It stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my instrument, man. And you know, that's what I love to do, man. It's my piece, man. It's
I
my
believe it.
piece. I love it, man.
I believe it.
I love it. That's why I'm actually performing with 2 bands right now.
Okay.
Express Band and Pure Elegance Band. You know,
Man, so how do you manage the time to even?
Man, it's tough. I had 4 shows this weekend, man. 4 shows,
Damn.
2 different bands. I did 3. Friday night I played at the Byrd right there on Dale Boulevard, Dale
Right.
City.
Shout out to the Berg, by the way,
So,
too.
yeah, shout
Big
out to Miss Dorothy over there
Absolutely.
at the Byrd, giving us opportunity.
Absolutely.
And then we played outside in Hazel Hill
Okay.
in Fredericksburg. Drove all the way to Tappahannock. That show unfortunately got canceled, so I ended up with 3 shows.
Okay.
So from Tappahannock, I went to all the way,
Oh,
drove
oh.
2 hours to DC at the Chateau right there on Bennett Road, Northeast DC. So
You moving, bro.
yeah, I'm saying all that to say, man, I love it.
Yeah.
I'll travel the world to
Yeah,
do what I
yes.
love, man. Yes, I got a passion for it, especially after my situation that we'll probably get into later.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, it's a second chance in life, man.
Right.
My doctor told me to make the best of it, so
It's blessings, bro.
I'm gonna do what I love, man. I'm gonna do what I love, and then it's what I'm known for, man. You know, like you said, the local celebrity thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what I've been, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's other things that tie into it, coming from a big family, you know. You know, just being active in a lot of different things, throwing parties,
Right.
being active with the kids. So,
Absolutely.
you know, it wasn't just go-go that boosted my status.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the big family thing. It was the, you know, social media thing when that came along,
Right.
you know. So, yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Blessings, bro.
Yeah.
All blessings, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Is blessings, bro.
As far as the go-go scene, who would you think is like the face of go-go right now?
That's not a trick question. Big G Anwan Big G Glover, man. He is. You know, it's funny you ask that because I've been sending. I'm a big Vlad TV fan. Shout out Vlad.
Big
man.
time, big time.
I'm probably one of his biggest fans, man. Because not that what he's doing is more so like when I was growing up, the whole Tupac situation.
Right.
I didn't know who killed Tupac until Vlad started doing interviews.
Right.
And then before I was a Vlad fan, I was a Breakfast Club fan.
Me too.
And
Big
what I'm a
Breakfast Club.
fan of is, you know, things that we want to know in the industry
Right.
that we'll never get a chance to know unless they sit down with
They tell
somebody.
you, yeah.
So that's what makes me a Vlad fan. But not to get too far off the subject, I be emailing Vlad about giving Big G an interview because, you know, you got Aunt Glizzy who's
Yeah.
running around, who's looking
Right,
like the
right.
face of DC.
Right.
Man, a lot of people don't respect Shorty, man.
Right.
It is what it is. He's getting
Yeah.
famous
I
off
ain't even
trolling
gonna get
people.
into it.
And shout out to
I
him
believe
because
it.
he made it out the hood, and a lot of the
Right.
stuff that he's saying is factual.
Right.
However, everybody loved Game, man. Everybody loved Big G. He was the first one well, not the first one, but one of the ones who took go-go to another level.
Yeah.
Took his personal life, started acting,
Right.
and went on some of my favorite shows. Like he made it on Law and Order,
Yeah.
man. I was like fanned out when he got on there,
Bro, whenever
because
I
I was
think
able
of-
to after he did that, I was able to make contact with him and say, dog. And even before, you know, when you said he was gonna be on there, I was like,
Right.
man, you ain't playing no pedophile. Not playing a pedophile, but yeah, man. Saying all that to say, I've been trying to get Big G on Vlad to get him an interview because it'll take him to another level, man. with them Vlad interviews, man, it just makes you noticeable on a different market. So yeah, to answer your question, not to get too far off the subject, I think Big G is the face of the DMV, man.
I was gonna say that. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why Big G hasn't been on Vlad. Whenever I think
Man,
of GoGo,
listen, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Whenever I think of GoGo, I think of Big G.
Right.
That's what I think of GoGo.
Right.
It's Big G. You know.
He's a star, man.
Yeah.
He's just a superstar, man. And when I really seen it, and no discredit to Backyard, that's my band. That's
Right.
that's the extended family.
Right.
But in 1998, 99, I was going to go see Backyard every Thursday because Pure Elegance was playing with him every Thursday, and that's
Right.
when my brother was a timbali player. Big G got locked up,
Right.
and the crowd went to capacity to about.
I got you.
Again, this is no
Got
shot
you.
at Backyard.
Right.
This is they understand, and if they was in the band, which a lot of the members was still in the band.
Right.
They remember that time
Right.
when Slim left. It kind of took the band downhill, but not to discredit that talent again.
Absolutely,
But he is a star, man. He is. Shout out to Big Homie, and yeah, I feel like he's the face of the GoGo community. But you got some other people may beg to differ. They might say Funk. They might say
Right.
Lil Benny. They might say
Right.
the older
Generation.
pioneers
Right.
in GoGo. They might say that, and credit to all of them. They all have their own way. Because I was told, in the early '80s, mid '80s, that James Funk was a god. Like he was like bigger than what Big G is in our world. You know what I'm saying? In
Right.
our era, they say he was the guy. So there's other names out there, but somebody who keeps reinventing themselves over the year is Gang, man. He is what the people. He can gravitate towards the old and the young.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pushing for him to get a Vlad interview, man, because he needs to be heard, man.
Man, I met G
Him
one
and
time.
Sugar Bear deserve an interview.
I met G one time. You probably don't remember this, but I met him one time. I was delivering actually in Springfield, Townsend, and he was sitting at the bar eating at the phone bitch with what is it? Phone bitch? Not phone bitch. Fishbone Grill.
Oh,
in
Bonefish,
Springfield.
yeah.
Bonefish
Right
Grill.
there in
There you go.
Kingstown.
Yeah, he was eating there. Him and Shorty, forgot her name, but they was eating, and I walked up to him, dapped him up. He said it was up to me, and we left, but he probably remember that shit. But I met him one time, and ever since then I was like, damn, G be everywhere, bro. He be everywhere.
Yeah,
he be
man.
all over. So
Yeah.
he well respected, bro. Well respected.
Definitely is.
Absolutely. So how do you have a pre-show routine that you do before you start playing, or something that you may
Not really, man. What I've been experiencing lately, man, is my hands ain't been holding up lately, man. So I gotta bandage them up.
Right.
I learned not too long ago when your hands are dry, they're easier to get blisters on.
Absolutely.
So I'll be doing my Vaseline thing and then
Right.
put my Band-Aids on to make sure my hands stay good because I'm thinking it's a health thing because I've been playing these things for so many
long.
years. But
Right.
once I had the experience with the whole kidney thing, that's when things stop. My hands just stop holding up. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but nothing really. I make sure I drink a couple waters before I play, and then that's about it, man. It's all probably just more mental. Like, all right, how I'm gonna play this show? Like, what I'm gonna do?
Right.
Am I gonna entertain them, check the crowd out, give them a little show, and but nothing really, playing
Crazy, right.
before performance. It's just probably all mental.
Let me ask you a question. So if you had to perform in any GoGo band or member, dead or alive, who would you pick?
To perform with,
Yeah, perform with. Dead or alive?
alive, I would love to get on stage with Buggy.
Okay.
Buggy from Backyard, man. He's me as a congo player,
Right.
a drummer is everything.
Right.
And by Bug being the best drummer in GoGo, in my opinion, hands down,
Right.
it shouldn't even be up for a debate, but it was a thing in the GoGo report not too long ago. But Bug is just special, man. His style of play, and one thing that's important about a drummer in GoGo, everybody needs to listen to this, is the pace.
Okay.
Finding that sweet spot, because you got drummers that play too fast and you got drummers that play too slow.
Okay.
But there's drummers out there that can find that sweet spot, that's the right spot, and boom, you know what I'm saying? Everything will gel.
Right.
Because if you're playing too slow, your congo player might be off on a roll.
Right.
If you're playing too fast, he might not be able to get his roll in because it's too fast.
That's right.
So finding that sweet spot is everything. And then just being up top with it. Being up top with it with the rolls, the rudiments and all of that stuff. And then just being a thorough drummer, cranking
Right.
drummer, you know what I'm saying? And Buggy fits all criteria. So
right.
to answer your question, man, I love to do a show.
What
Bug is playing drums.
about Dave?
Who?
Somebody that's Dave.
Oh, heavy one, man. Listening to heavy one in the junkyard, in the early junkyard years.
Okay.
He's one I like to play with. Foots also.
Right,
Foots,
right.
Foots is another
I remember
one.
Foots. I remember Foots,
Yeah. So yeah.
That name is heavy, actually. Foots is heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
His
Foots
name-
is
his name
Foots is the
Byrd.
originator.
He
He,
Byrd.
you know that
Yeah.
that 101 roll. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
his name
boom.
is heavy.
He that was his little like freestyle roll in
His
the,
thing.
in the late 70s,
Yeah.
early 80s. Yeah. So he got a traditional beat that we play that every go-go band plays to this day.
Okay.
So yeah, between Foots and Heavy One, deceased, those would be the ones that I like to perform.
That's a good pick though.
What's your favorite track? What's your favorite song you like to play? One of your go-tos?
Original or just period?
Let's go original first.
Original, original is with when I played in my Point Blank days, and we used to have this joint called the Dungeon. And it's a typical go-go beat, but I kind of put my own style to it. But that was my favorite joint, man, because it was a little part where they would say, back and forth we go, and I'd go back and forth. You know, I played, I know while I was performing, but it was to me it was a cranking groove that I just used to love to play with. But as far as outside of that, as far as one of my favorite grooves, oh man, it's gotta be the Excuse Me Butterfingers by Backyard.
Okay.
That and Down with the King, man. It's three Backyard joints, man. It's Down with the King, it's Rise, and it's Excuse Me Butterfingers. Those beats, man. It's just, and a lot of them style beats that Sauce is playing.
Right.
He kind of like took a couple like a jungle boogie beat,
Right.
and
Kinda
put his
mixed
twist to
it,
it,
it's
put that
fine,
uptown
right.
sound
Yeah,
to it,
yeah.
man. But those three grooves right there is just the ones that stand out. There's probably more. There's probably some other ones, but those are just the ones that stand out. When I get behind my set and I ain't played them in a couple days, that's probably one of the first beats that I play, man.
Yeah.
Soup, soup, boom, boom. That's a traditional. That beat come from Jungle Boogie.
Okay.
And Sauce just put his flavor to it, man. And it's just Buggy playing the drums, man. It's
Right.
it's just a cranking groove to me. So that's one of my favorites.
So if you had to rephrase that, what would you tell a young Congo player? What kind of advice could you give a young Congo player?
Man, learn the basics first. Go listen. Go as far as back as you can
Okay.
to learn the basics of go-go.
Right.
Because that traditional crank, when you learn the original stuff and the important beats, you can learn everything off of that. Once you can put your own flavor to everything
Right.
else. But go-go it's a feel music.
Right.
It's not just like the thing about DMV and go-go musicians, we can go across the world and play with anybody.
Right.
And play any genre of music. But those percussionists and drummers, they can't come to our town
And do the same.
and play our music.
Right.
It's a feel. Go-go is a feel. And if you don't catch that feel,
Right.
you ain't gonna sound right. It's gonna sound watered down.
Right.
So to any young, upcoming go-go talent, which ain't a lot
Yeah, it's not.
in this days, because
Right.
I got nephews and nieces from 25 to 15,
Right.
and they just ain't into it, man. I'm just hurt by
Yeah,
it.
it's different. It's a different world,
And
bro.
it is. And the
It's a
crazy
different
thing is, my 19-year-old daughter, who's friends with your daughter,
world.
of course,
Right.
and my 15-year-old daughter, they can play. they can play the congos. I can
believe it.
teach them a beat,
I believe it.
and they can play it.
I
But
believe
they
it.
just, I can't even. My youngest, I can't even pay her
Yeah, I
to
believe
play a
it.
beat.
I
I
believe
can't
it.
even play her. When she was like 10 years old, we did a video with
Right.
myself and all my sisters, 'cause
Right.
all my family know how to play. I did a video, and she was the first one to kick it off. If she would have kept playing,
She
and
been alright
would've
with it.
but she's just not into it, man. I cannot pay her.
Yeah.
I feel like we can make a viral video when I get home, but
It's something that's different.
she's not
man.
into it, man.
It's different. It's different. The time is different. It seems like
It is,
especially
man.
when it comes to the music, man. It's
It
just
is.
different. Even with this drill music, it's different. It's different.
It is.
You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying?
man.
Everything is.
It definitely is.
You know?
But that would be the thing that I would
Yeah,
tell
question,
an upcoming go-go, talent to just learn the traditional
First.
pocket beat, give me that beat, 101, just listen to a band that you can always listen to and get the original. You can, Brassens,
Mhm.
Junkyard, they use a lot of the original traditional beats. Backyard too. Backyard too, they use a lot because they took a lot of Rare Essence style,
Right.
and just put that uptown
Intertwined
sound to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they put that uptown swing to it, and it made it beautiful. So yeah, you just that's what go-go is. Everything is pretty much recycled. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's hard to say, oh, I made up this beat. It's because
We all
every
did
beat,
it. Yeah.
every beat is somebody that already
They
thought
did,
of it
yeah.
or made it up, but it's who made it popular, like the
Right.
water beat.
Right.
Smoke probably made that beat up, or Tommy Guns probably made the beat up, but it's Smoke's beat because he made it popular. So yeah, so that would be the thing that I would tell you. Just learn the basics. Learn the basics of go-go and just build from there.
Okay.
So who do you think, as far as like in the rap industry, is big in the go-go scene out here? Like as far as like old, young rappers.
Oh, go-go rappers?
No, just rappers. Period.
Mainstream.
Like mainstream
Oh,
rappers.
oh.
Who do you think a mainstream rapper?
Is equivalent to somebody in go-go?
Nah. A mainstream rapper is like gravitates towards go-go.
Oh, Wale.
Not Wale. He from here. Like
Oh, Scarface. Oh man, shout out to man.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Let me tell y'all
Yeah,
something.
big
Let me
time.
tell y'all
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Big
I
time.
seen this.
Scarface
Yeah.
Tiny Desk.
in this town
Yeah.
is love.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about
Absolutely.
Face could come out here, get dropped off anywhere in the DMV,
Absolutely.
and everybody
He
gonna
good.
surround him and say, anybody touch
He
him,
good.
you getting punished.
He good.
Like,
Yeah.
Face has been loved since the
Yes.
late 80s,
Yeah.
early 90s, man. He is a figure in this town. And you know what I did? When he did that Tiny Desk, I went online and I said, look here, DMV, we need to make this thing go up.
Yeah.
Because this man right here is the only man that come to this town
Yeah.
and get love, and he give us love when he
At the
leave
same
this
time.
town.
Yep, he do.
Straight up. So yeah, Scarface is number one,
Yeah.
and then you got spinoffs like Devin the Dude,
Snoop.
Bun B. Snoop get love here too. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
but that Houston
His face.
man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a couple of them though, man. Like
Yeah.
I said, Devin the Dude,
Yeah.
he's probably second.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Devin the Dude is probably second,
Yeah.
and then you got the
Bad,
Bun
bad.
B's, you got the who else? But yeah, that Scarface background
Right.
and who he rock with, and they get love, man. Scarface is loved in this
A lot
town,
of
man.
old school rappers.
Yeah, everybody from the DMV, if you don't know about Face, you need to learn it. And
Absolutely.
shout out to Scarface too, because
Big time.
once again, we share same situation,
Yeah,
a health
yeah.
situation that
Yeah.
we all overcame.
Right.
Yeah, so shout out to
We
Face,
definitely
man.
get to that. Definitely get to that.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's another thing. I don't think that the culture really know about the history of go-go. You know what I mean? I don't think it's enough history on go-go that's taught. You know what I'm saying, to the youth. That's why I think the youth don't gravitate toward go-go.
Well,
You know
it's
what I'm
a
saying? It needs to be taught, bro. It really
it,
does.
It
And
definitely
study.
does, and that's one thing I want to bring up too. With we've been pushing for as of lately, which I'm an employee of.
Right.
But when the whole movement came with the budget for putting go-go millions of dollars in the go-go,
Right.
they actually put it into the schools.
Okay.
And your boy, born and raised in Woodbridge,
Right.
is one of the teachers in GoGo DC Public Schools.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up,
saying?
bro.
You know,
Yeah,
me coming
that's
from
what's
a GoGo era where the stigma is if you from Virginia and Maryland, you really ain't got no say so.
Right.
So for me being from Woodbridge to be able to teach GoGo in DC Public Schools, I mean, I'm at Blue High School, I'm at Eastern, like I'm
Right.
going in the
Oh,
heart
yeah,
of
yeah,
DC
yeah.
schools, and I'm teaching these kids, and once again, man, they just like green to it, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Blue High School?
Yeah.
All the legends that's in
Yeah.
GoGo went to Blue. And I'm teaching these kids, like, I mean, even some of my peers.
Yeah.
One of my drummers that I played with for years, shout out Bump, his daughter was in the class. She had
green
just
to it.
green to it. And
Yeah, it's
he been
crazy,
kicking
man.
for
It's-
years, man. He
it's
been,
wild.
yeah,
Change,
it's
bro,
it's
change.
just crazy, man. And that's how you know that these kids is more influenced by their peers than what, you know, more
Yeah.
effective with what their parents
Right.
come from. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of get it because, you know, growing up, I don't want to be like my mom and dad. They
Right,
old. I don't want,
right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
That ain't
right.
cool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you know, like you say, me with my local celebrity status. My daughters think I'm champ. They call me champ. Like, so, you know, it's just a different generation now, man. But
Absolutely.
yeah, we need this go back, and we need to keep this music alive, man, because it's needed, man. This go thing, man, it's fun, man. Where else in any other town that you can go 7 nights a week, 7 days a week,
Right.
and be at a live show and get live entertainment with
Beautiful, black
beautiful women,
Yeah.
the fly fellas, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's something that is
Right.
not done nowhere in the world
Nah.
but here.
But here.
So it needs to keep going, man. It needs to keep going, and all it'll take is somebody like a Lil Baby,
Right.
a Kendrick,
To pop it
a
off.
Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just come grab it. Just come grab the pause and just take it to another level, or just
Right.
get it out there to where it'll be a situation where, like, oh, that's that go-go music. I was just on a cruise back in July,
Okay.
and I met some girls from Detroit. They age range from 29 to 35.
Right.
They didn't know one go-go song. I'm like,
I
y'all don't
believe
know
it.
the butt?
I believe it.
They was like, oh, I heard of that. And then I had to say, okay, Shorty got a big old butt. Oh yeah, the Wale joint. They knew that,
yeah.
but that ain't really a
Yeah.
go-go
Go-go
track. You know what I'm
Some
saying? I
original
want
go-go.
something
Original.
that they, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm telling them, ever heard the Sexy Ladies by UCB? Ever heard One Leg Up? Try to give them my joint. They was like, nah, Loose Booty Junkyard, Bustin' Loose Chuck Brown. I'm throwing all these classic hits
Still
out there.
don't know
Budweiser, Huckabucks. They
Right.
just green like, no.
Yeah.
I heard the Wale and Nicki Minaj and Juicy J joint, but I don't know.
They gotta be
I'm like,
mainstream
man. And
artists.
then I'm like, okay, what about the A. Marie song? Do you hear how that goes? Yeah,
Yeah.
she's from that area. Well, yeah, I know that song, but they was just green to it, and that ain't even the West Coast. That's still the East Coast, Detroit.
That's why I say it needs to be taught, bro. It really does. It needs to be
It
taught.
does, man. It
You know,
does.
Just to bring it back out so the youth can actually get familiar with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want the audience to hear, because you've been through a lot, and I want them to understand that like I say all the time, anybody that's going through something or that has been through something, you can get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can.
You can get through it.
Yes,
So
you can.
you know,
You definitely get through it.
absolutely, you can't sit here and tell me that you can't get through a storm. You can get through it. It's gonna be sunny eventually. It might be dark for a little bit, but you can get through it. So let the people know what the situation was. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna touch on it because it's very important for the people to know. And a lot of people that follow me know that I went through kidney failure. I was on dialysis for 17 months, and a blessing came my way and saved my life. And I don't want to get too in depth into it because I want to save it for y'all. Stay tuned. November 19th, my 1-year anniversary.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be dropping, 9th Byrd TV. Y'all stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was in a situation where 2019, where I just came out of an unfortunate situation. I'm just laying down and I'm struggling breathing. And me being the alpha male that I am, I'm like, man, I'm good. I'm gonna shake it off.
Right.
But I just couldn't breathe, man. I just couldn't keep myself together. I'm laying down and I'm waking up, gasping for air, and the friend that I was staying with at the time was like, nope, you going to the hospital, something ain't right. I'm like, no, I'm going to work.
Right.
I'm going to work. I go to the hospital, and I end up staying there for 10 days.
Wow.
10 days. And I'm getting ready to go to work.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But the alpha male in me, the tough guy,
Kanye too, right.
it's like, man, we don't do hospitals. If we can get up and walk and talk,
We Gucci.
well, that's
Yeah.
So I go into the hospital December of 2019, and the doctor come tell me, hey, Corey, you done lost 65% of your kidneys, man.
Wow.
You need to tighten up, man, or else you're gonna be on dialysis. And I'm like, man, that's whatever, man. Dialysis for old people, man.
Right.
I'm good. Watch this.
Right.
Like, you need to watch what you eat. All right, I'm gonna watch what I eat. So I kind of did that, stayed up on my medicine, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do. It wasn't enough.
Right.
I didn't take it serious.
Right.
Because again, my legs and my arms working, man, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to 2 years later, I went from 35% to 24%.
Steady dropping.
Steady dropping, and my body is talking to me. Again, I'm playing congos, my hands are swelling up. I've been playing these things for years. I ain't never had this problem.
Right.
I'm getting blisters on my hand. I'm like, man, what is wrong? I'm getting real cold, man, and I'm like, man, what is wrong, man? Why? What's going on? I'm like spazzing when I feel the cold air. Like, man,
Right.
close that door, man. Just cold outside.
Right.
I'm going to football games. I'm leaving football games early because I can't deal with it. I'm having short wind, man. I'm like, man, something ain't right. And then, November 2022, man, I hit stage 5, man.
Wow.
My doctor told me, he was like, listen, man, you need to go have some surgery and get
Get it situated.
what you call the fistula put in your arm. So I did
It's a tube that's going through your arm.
So what they did is they tied an artery and a vein together
Okay.
to make it big like this.
Right.
Pause, but them trying to stick you with needles 3 days a week
Right.
in a vein like this. This is a nice size vein, but
Right.
3 days a week them trying to stick you with needles to take all the blood out your body,
Right.
put it back in. Now we gotta make a big one.
Yeah.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
To get
So
out of-
to be able to get the treatment. So yeah, so November 2022, he signed me up for a 2-part surgery. I had one in January, I had one in March. He was like, man, we just want to be prepared for it in case you gotta start dialysis. That way you ain't gotta get the port put in your neck.
Right.
So I was like, man, so how long will it be before I start dialysis? He was like, man, I've had patients, go a year, and I've had patients go 5 years at your stage.
Right.
But we need to get you prepared. So I'm like, all right, man, I at least got a year. Started booking flights, doing certain things. Man, 6 months later, I was sitting on that machine.
Wow.
And it was just rough. And me, once again, I said this in my life prior to my surgery. I said, man, this don't happen to people like me.
Right. We
It's
tend to
just
think
this-
that. We think
yeah,
that. Right.
with this, man, this.
Yeah. To the hit
Not
the
me.
doorstep.
I've been ducking the law. I've been
Yeah.
ducking enemies. I've
Yeah.
been, I didn't live the perfect life growing
Yeah.
up. So I'm just like, ain't
Like, I'm
no
good.
time
Right.
for illness to creep inside my body
Right.
and take me out. Nah, it ain't gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? But it did,
Yeah.
and it humbled me, bro. And another thing too. Once again, I grew up an alpha male.
Right.
I wasn't allowed to cry for certain things. I wasn't allowed to complain about certain things.
Mhm.
I had 9 brothers and sisters. I had to share genes,
Right.
with my sisters,
Yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
in my early years. So for me, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I
It's
can
whatever.
handle anything.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Man, that was the realest thing that I ever dealt with. Still, man. So I just want to say this, not to get too in depth. I just want to say this to anybody that's going through anything. Man, y'all hang in there. I understand it's not easy. It's been plenty of nights I went to sleep. Me, the alpha male, and said, I'm not waking up. I can't be Corey Byrd. I can't be me.
Right.
I can't do this. I can't go here. I can't go there. I got to make plans when I'm on a machine to go out of town and set up a dialysis treatment. Man, forget this, man. Whatever. If I had $1 million, I would have took just to make sure my kids was good. I would have checked out at that time, bro.
Right.
And you know, talking like this, anybody from either the hood or a family member, man, shut up, man, with that weak stuff, man. What you talking about? But man, it was real. So anybody that's going through it, and to be honest with y'all, my experience with kidney failure and all the people that I met along the way,
Right.
man, I know more people who died than survived, man.
Yeah, yeah. My wife, she tries to keep me up on things too, bro. Cause I feel like I don't be playing with with certain things, but I feel like how you feel, like, you know what I'm saying, like it just is what it is. I'm a man, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Not to cut you off, bro. Listen, my people, our people, African American people. Listen, man, we not too cool to go to the doctors.
Right.
Man, we got to get off that.
Yeah.
We got to get off that. Street guys, you know, regular guys. Look, man, when you feel something wrong and you got insurance, man, go get yourself checked out. Because when you hit that stage where you think ain't nothing gonna happen to you, man, when you go through an illness, it ain't a game, dog. It's the realest beef. It's the realest, you know, for an athlete game moment. It's the realest, you know, for a boxer fight that you ever gonna fight. It's nothing compared to it. It's nothing compared to it. So please, please, dog, anybody that's got any type of health issues, man, go face it, go deal with it. Do not ignore it. We not too cool, y'all. We not too cool.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
You're
man,
right,
I
bro.
just want to put that out there.
Nah,
Man.
you're right, absolutely. And with that said, man, make sure you go like, share, subscribe to the channel. Corey, bro, I really appreciate you being on here
I
today.
appreciate you having me,
Absolutely,
man.
straight
I
up.
appreciate you having me.
How can we find you? How can everybody find you, man?
Oh, definitely. Ninth Byrd with a Y, BYRD on Instagram, and you know my government, Corey Byrd on Facebook.
And one
I'm
more
working
time.
I'm working on other, learning this Twitch thing, and I'm not really a Twitter guy. I also got TikTok, but I don't really be on that joint. But I'm about to start getting up on that. But I'm Ninth Byrd on TikTok too as well.
And let them know about what you got coming up too, like one more time, so they can
So once again, y'all watch out. Y'all stay tuned for Express Band, anything they got going on. Just follow my page. I post everything. I post when my shows are coming. I post the day of my shows. I always drop my low, so you can just click on it and see where I'm at.
Pull up.
So yeah, y'all come
Absolutely.
through, man. Show a brother support, man.
Support the
We
big
got the
dog.
Birdwood Express Band every second and fourth Friday, which is getting ready come October to be every second and fourth Saturday. So yeah, y'all just come on out, show some love. Shout out to my Pierre Elegance family. Shout out to Express family. I got to practice with them tonight. And yeah, you can just find me. Just follow my social media page, Ninth Byrd on Instagram, Corey Byrd on Facebook. Yeah, come show some love, man. I promise you, I'm gonna put on the show. I'll put on the show for you.
Like I always say, man, showing love and support is free. It's free to do. Just show support. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is Off the Stoop podcast. Make sure you go tell your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, your uncles. Tell everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, we here to
Once again,
stay.
shout out to Off the Stoop podcast for having me. Shout out my bro, Paul Mills.
Absolutely.
He called me and asked me when he know he ain't gotta ask nothing. That's my childhood homie. I told him when he called me and asked me, I said, bro, stop asking me. You tell me when you need me there. If I ain't got no show or doing anything with my babies, dog, I'm there. So shout out Off the Stoop, man, for having me. And y'all stay tuned. And y'all follow them. Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
hit the button.
Y'all know what
Show
it
them
is.
some love.
Yes, sir. We out.